During FIWAF operations in Estonia, there are two main methods used in the advance to contact. Foxhound pull is where the infantry dismounts or foxhounds clear ahead of the armoured forces. They set the pace and have priority on the radio nets. It can be slow due to the nature of the terrain. It is primarily used when there is a high threat of short-range anti-armour ambushes. Tank crews should ensure that their lower radio means are set to the minimum power settings required to achieve comms. This will help prevent drowning out dismounted VHF. In the diagram, you can see how vehicles travel in file on a track with infantry dismounts clearing the dense woods to the left and right, or, as in this picture, on just one side. This drill is very much ground dependent. Here we can see just how tight some of the tracks in Estonia can be. The terrain will greatly influence the order of march. In very close terrain, it may be beneficial for warriors to become the lead call signs. In areas where there is more space, Challenger 2s can offer greater protection and firepower, noting that due to the length of their barrels, they may struggle to achieve a full traverse. Inevitably, the advance will be up an obvious axis, therefore maximum aggression will be required when contact is made with the enemy, as our experience has proven that FIWAF contacts will likely be under 50 metres. Foxhound pull will also be used in more open woodland when approaching obstacles like minefields or wire entanglements, or vulnerable points such as track junctions. The infantry will clear up to and ground dependent past the obstacle or VP. Once the area is secure, the vehicle packet will move up to the flot, take up a position of overwatch if possible, and the infantry will then continue their advance, or if the terrain allows it, mount back up and revert to a sabre pull. As previously mentioned, infantry contacts will be at extremely short range. Robust TTPs must be rehearsed to allow each and every soldier to know their role and the drills they are required to carry out. If the lead vehicle is contacted, the crew should either both rapidly identify and destroy the position, or if overmatched or indeed the enemy position cannot be identified, then the crew will begin to extract and hand off the target to the infantry dismounts to deal with. If the infantry need to hand a target to the tank call signs, the KRH battle group has seen that it is a best practice to use the clock ray method, taking 12 o'clock as the front of the Challenger hull. Infantry dismounts should be made aware of the danger areas to the front of the Challenger 2 when firing both kinetic energy rounds and chain gun. An SOP must be employed that as soon as contact is initiated, that all vehicles in the packet begin to reverse in order to allow the forward vehicles the ability to extract from the killing area. CASEVAC and recovery is very complex in the FIWAF environment, so will only be briefly discussed. If an infantry dismount becomes a casualty, then their section will move the casualty to the track, where they will be left for the Sergeant Major or ambulance to collect and extract them. If a vehicle becomes stricken, whether it be mechanical or MKIL, every effort must be made to get the vehicle to the side of the track to enable the remainder of the packet to move past. If the vehicle is unable to move by their own steam, or the vehicle is a K-kill, other assets such as the Krav will be required to be called forward to assist. This will cause a prominent pause in vehicle momentum, thus it is imperative to make every effort to do this with organic assets to the vehicle packet first. A stricken vehicle should not prevent the forward movement of dismounts, and a push forwards by the Foxhounds will give space to enable a swift recovery.